Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the world of business English with a super useful lesson that will help you level up your professional communication. Have you ever listened to executives or leaders in business meetings and wondered how they sound so polished and confident? Well, a big part of that is knowing the right idioms to use. Now in today's video, I am going to share 10 powerful English idioms that will help you sound just like a business executive. Whether you're in a meeting, giving a presentation, or negotiating a deal, well, these idioms will make you sound more professional and in control. So, are you ready to boost your business English? Come on, let's get started. The first idiom on my list is "that won't cut it." So the question you might have is, cut what? Imagine a pair of scissors trying to cut through steel. Is it enough to cut steel with your kitchen scissors? It's not enough. It won't work. Well, it simply means whatever method you are using to solve your problem is simply insufficient. It just won't work. I hope you got it. Well, let's have a look at an example, and that would kind of give you a clear picture on how to use this idiom. The clients seem really upset. A simple apology won't cut it. This means just saying sorry won't work. Another one. You can cram for the presentation, but that probably won't work. You need to have in-depth subject or knowledge. With that, let's move on to the next one. It's a long shot. Now, unless you're Michael Jordan, long shots tend to have a small chance of succeeding, right? So it basically means something that has a very small chance of success, but you still try or take a risk anyway. It's like things are not in your favor, but you will still try to see if it works. Here are some examples. Getting that promotion is a long shot, but I am going to apply for the position anyway. Winning the lottery is a long shot, but people still buy tickets hoping for a miracle. I do that. Trust me, yes, I do that. Moving on, I have another one for you, is in the bag. Am I seeing something that is in my bag? It means the same thing. It means something is certain or you will surely achieve or succeed at something. It's like being 100% sure about something. The presentation went really well and the funding will soon be in the bag. We had 5 rounds of negotiations, but yet the deal is not in the bag. Now here we have used in the bag in a negative context. Like we had 5 rounds of negotiations, but yet the deal is not in the bag. I hope you're following these wonderful idioms. Try writing your own sentences in the comments. It will help you remember them better. And so we move on to our next idiom. The next one is move the needle. It means to make a significant impact or bring about a noticeable change to a situation. It's commonly used in business and it refers to actions taken to improve performance or sales. For instance, the new marketing campaign really moved the needle on our sales numbers. Another example for you is hiring a skilled project manager could help move the needle on meeting our deadlines. Well, it's time to move the needle and learn some more wonderful idioms. Next up is lots of moving parts. Have you seen the manufacturing units? There are so many machines that constantly keep moving. It's a very complex infrastructure. So this idiom means the same thing. It means a complicated situation with a lot of things to deal with. It's mainly used when something is too difficult to handle or explain. Take a look at these example sentences for better understanding. The new product launch has lots of moving parts, so we will need everyone to stay on top of their tasks. Running a business successfully involves a lot of moving parts, including marketing, operations, and customer service. Okay, tell me, do you like to eat potatoes? Well, I particularly don't. But our next idiom is hot potato. Well, can you hold a hot potato with bare hands for a long time? No, right? That's going to burn your fingers or burn your hand. Well, you want to put it down as soon as possible. So this idiom means something that is controversial and that no one wants to talk about. Just like the hot potato. They want to put down any controversial topic as it makes everyone very uncomfortable. I hope you got the gist of what it means. But to help you understand this better, well, let's use some examples. I try to avoid discussing religion at work. It can be a hot potato. The topic of employee layoffs is a hot potato that management is trying to avoid discussing. Well, let's move on to the next idiom. Beat the clock. Well, I'm sure that is straightforward to understand. It's like running ahead of the time. It simply means to finish something before time is up. For example, finishing a project before its deadline. Well, I don't think many do that, but I think it's a great thing if a team or a person does it. Here are some examples. The team worked overtime to beat the clock and complete the order ahead of schedule. Another one is, I worked all night to beat the clock and finish the presentation for tomorrow's meeting. Alright then, here's the next one, put out fires. It's an interesting one. Imagine if there's a fire in a building. You call the fire department and the firemen try to deal with the emergency situation, right? Now this idiom means to deal with emergency situations rather than your daily tasks. It's like dealing with urgent problems or crises on a temporary basis. It's commonly used to describe handling unexpected issues that need immediate attention. Much like a firefighter dealing with literal fires. I hope you got it. Well, here are some examples. I have been so busy putting out fires all day that I haven't had time to work on my main project. We must focus on growth instead of constantly putting out fires in the office. So I hope you understand what it means to put out fires. Now, let's look at the next one. Let's table it. It means to postpone a discussion or activity until later. It is usually used near the end of a meeting when a conversation is dragging on for too long and everyone just wants to go home. So in short, it means to postpone something. Let's have a look at an example here. You have all raised some good points. Let's table this until next week's meeting. Another one. I am pressed for time. Can we table it for some time later? Pressed for time means you have little time or you are running late for something. With that, we move to the last idiom from today's lesson, to cut corners. It means to do something in a way that is faster, easier, or cheaper by skipping certain steps or ignoring quality or standards. It's mostly used in a very negative context to say someone has finished the job but compromised its quality. Take a look at these examples here. The contractor cut corners when building the road, which is why it's got potholes so soon. We can't cut corners on quality if we want to maintain our reputation in the online business. Well, when it comes to bringing English content, at Let's Talk, we never cut corners. We always try to bring you the best content to accelerate your English learning journey. Well, that's it in today's lesson. I covered 10 great business English idioms that will help you sound professional in your communication. So don't just watch my lessons. Try making your own sentences so that you make a memory of these wonderful words and phrases and recall them in your conversations. Well, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Share it with your friends, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss useful lessons like this one. I will see you super soon. Until next time, happy learning.